Good morning. Good morning. And welcome back, guys. I'm just gonna go over today's watch list, and I had a one gainer and one loser. I ended up in the positive today, but still, I had one loser. So let's go over them. I'm just gonna go. I have those three stocks on watch list for today. Those from previous days, I have GXAI and FATN and CYN. All right. So I lost money today on FATN, but let's go over the daily. So it was gapping up. Okay, they filed their earnings, so it's not something crazy, but it was gapping above this sub key area here, with which it has a bunch of resistance right here, and I like it when that happens. All right, and it had support right here at the same level, so I like this chart setup, but there's no news to back it up, like big news or something. I I put this main level here. I put it's gapping above the 50-day moving average, and there's a minor support area here and resistance, support and resistance, and a support and resistance. Those are for taking profit levels. And there's that final take profit I said if it goes up. So that's the final take profit up at 477. Uh, let's go to the 3 minute chart. So what happened is it did open up at 310. Now what happened, I drew this actually. The Fibonacci retracement level. Okay. It did line up with the 23.8, the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. With this level that I had drawn, the actually support level that I'm expecting it to be. It did pull up and it dropped back down, but you see this tail here. You see this tail here on right here. I kind of like this tail. So I like this tail. It went up. It closed above the VWAP. So I got in right at 305. I threw my order at 305 and I got in. Now what happened is it just flushed right back down and it stopped me out right away. This trade didn't take over 2 minutes. All right. So I got stopped out right here, right underneath this. Okay, and it was a loss. What I liked about this, it had a nice tail, so the price action is nice. And on this green candle, I saw increase in volume. So just to ask myself a question, would I enter a trade like this again? I would definitely do. That's one of the good setups, but it did not work out. And I'm not mad about it. Just simple. I had my loss calculated. Yes, I wish it would have been uh, a, a profitable trade, but it wasn't. So that's for FATN. Okay. So let's go to GXAI. I could have done much better on, but no, I could not probably. Now let's see. So it was gapping up above this key area here. Okay, as you can see, support, resistance, support, support. So, and it was the main thing is the previous day high. okay, as well. So that was a resistance. It was gapping above it. On a good news too. Uh, so I drew my levels. So here's a resistance area. So that's a take profit area pretty much, or my entry area. It depends. I said if it pushes up and it pulls back in, it shows me strength, and then that's where I'm gonna get in. All right. So my the next key area is this resistance here and a bunch of resistance here, and then on top of this, and then on top of those two. I drew my levels, got ready. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Okay, so here's the 3-minute chart. And remember when I said if it shoots above it and it holds it. So what happened is it did not quite hold it. I wouldn't mind if my entry would have been on the initial morning high right here. I wouldn't mind it, but it went below it. It went below it. It held that area here, the $1.63, which I had drawn on my daily chart. Guys, I don't add any unless I only would add if I would add thing is my initial morning high. That's an area that I would add to my charts on my daily. Usually, I rarely add any structure there or any lines or anything. So what happened? It gave me a nice tail here. It held a support here. It held support here. So I said if it closes above the VWAP, that means it's going to give us a nice potential to the upside. I saw this increase in volume here. So what happened is it closed above the VWAP, and I got in right at $1.85. Right here. Okay, so I got in at $1.85, and I took my first take profit at $1.98 right away, right before the $2. Okay, and we have this drawn already. And my second take, that was I took like 30% off here. I didn't want to overstay my welcome, to be honest. And then my second take profit was right before at 215. And that was the bulk of my position right here. I really thought it will actually give us continuation right away, but it did not. So what I did when I entered here, I had my stop loss at $1.70. And as soon as I took my second take profit, I actually remember I put it to break even at $1.85 or right below this, or right above it. I actually had it at $1.85, and then when it wiggled here, and I saw this tail, I thought it's gonna go up, so I moved my stop loss to $1.90, and it stopped me out right here at the final piece, which I had like 20% left of my position. But that was a good trade. That was actually a good trade, and I made money. Okay, I did not make as I usually do on this. So what happened is my risk to reward is usually 1 to 3. But on this, I did not know or understand the news that came on this. I knew it's good news, but I did not understand it, to be honest. So I lowered my position. Okay, so I lowered my position because I did not understand the news here, and so I didn't know how far it can go. So I made 1 to 2. So if I lost $500, I made on this $1,000. Okay, so I ended up making $500. Okay, usually if I'm losing $500 on a trade, on a winning trade, I'd be winning $1,500. Usually that's my standard, but this time it did not work out this way. But still fine. It still went fine. And then what happened here? After stop me out, look, it regained, but on a lower volume. I really thought it's gonna fade out, but it did not. It did not. It ended up going all the way up. If I were still in, my final take profit would have been right before this level at 230, and that's it. I would not. I did not expect it for it to actually take off that much, but at the same time, as I said again, guys, I did not understand the actual news on this, so it is what it is. And CYN is still chopping around since the open. So it opened and still chopping around, still chopping around. Nothing happened. Honestly, I'm not like I lost interest right after this pull down here. I lost interest in the stock. I didn't care about it. I stopped looking at it. And that'll be it. It concludes this. It's a profitable day. It's been a while. It's been the whole month of January. I never had a losing day. I did not trade a lot though. So there's a lot of times I did not upload any videos because I did not trade. Probably I should have uploaded videos on my watch list and explained what I was looking for, but a lot of days I was not lucky to actually hit the trigger, and sometimes even if it's on my watch list, but I already moved. I've already missed the move. So a lot of times I just sat on my hand and I didn't do a lot of trades. I did some. I did upload them, but other than that, I didn't have any red days on January. So I'm hoping to keep it that way. My first trade was red. I made a nice green trade to cover my red, and I'm in the green. And I'm hoping to stay like this for the whole month of February for now. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day.